is going down. Is going down. Special edition interview with the Real Vibes Podcast. Your host, King H Bug. Let's go. Is going down. Special edition interview with the Real Vibes Podcast. Your host, King H Bug. Let's go.
What's good with everybody? How's everybody doing? You with your boy King H Bug, and welcome to a special edition interviews, the Real Vibes Podcast, with your host, your boy King H Bug. And I'm just gonna wait for my guest to jump on so we can have this conversation for today. Let's turn down the music. Let's get to know each other. Let's let everybody know where the platform is all about. Because maybe everybody don't know what the platform is about. But my Real Vibes Podcast interviews is all about the platform for the people. I am taking the time out to share with people and get to know the people and actually see what kind of vibes they're going through. You know, everybody's been motivated since COVID. Not in that type of way, like it's just been making people focus on the things they need to do that haven't been doing from the beginning. So I had made sure that I made a platform for anybody. It doesn't matter what city you're from. It don't matter if you're from Philly, Jersey, New York, Delaware. It don't matter. This platform is for the people. If you feel like you're a rapper, a singer, an artist, sing poetry, you know what I mean? You actually got your own business, a chef, a designer, a barber, a hairstylist. This platform is for you to get on, to network yourself, and actually tell people what's going on in the world today and where they can actually see you or where they can go meet you at or talk to you about the things they need help with. And this is what my platform is for. My platform is for those type of information and what's going on. I take the time out and try to do it. Whenever anybody want to inbox me that actually want to do an interview with me, I'm down to do the interview. I just like to bring the platform. Again, more information to let y'all know. I have a couple of projects coming up. It's hard. I'm running around trying to work on these projects. I got one project called Real Talk, Time to Talk and Listen, where I would do a podcast with a young lady, my co-host Shonda. We'll be talking about relationships in the dating scene and just going on back and forth with men and women, how they argue and debate and what's going on in the world today. Then you got my baby, my platform that I have with my team, Real Vibes Podcast, with my boy King H Bug, and Nino Brown and Lady Ray. 3 members of the team represent and give you the Real Vibes podcast, the real energy, talk about the people, talk about what's going on in the world today and what we can actually move forward to make things better. We talk about what we see on TV, what we see around our surroundings, what we see in the real world on an everyday basis. So I have that going on. I have another platform called Mad Vibes Productions. If anybody wants editing and effects, you check me out. I do the editing effects. I do the videos. I do the promos. I do the cartoons. I do the editing. I do the images. This is the platform I'm bringing. I am charging. You know, I've been doing a couple of people's portraits and stuff like that, but I want to let people know this is what I'm bringing to the table. COVID has made me do a platform to work on my businesses and try to make things work on my end. Yes, it might be slow. Yes, it might take some time, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to motivate myself to do things and have a side gig, you know what I mean, and make it into a profession. And like I said, it don't matter if you want to talk about the kids of the world today. I don't care if you want to talk about what's going on in daycare. The platform is for this to open up for people to come on and talk about what's on your mind and actually bring in the platform of what you're trying to do as business wise. Because now I got my guests on, so I can actually stop talking and focus my platform on this young lady right here. Before we get into it, I want her to state her name and let y'all know who she is. I can understand what's going on right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jovan Sear, also known as Tell Them Something Joe _39 on Instagram. And I'm here to talk to you guys about home ownership and process, and also the funding that you can also use towards purchasing your first home. Off with my process, a little clearly how the process actually works. Now, for me, home ownership has always been a dream to own my own home instead of leaving my daughter financial debt. I wanted to leave her a home that she can call her own. So what I did was, one day I was at work. I work at Children's Hospital in Philadelphia, and we have a bank called American Heritage in the basement of the hospital. And it was a sign in the basement saying that for home ownership with a program called Clarify. So I stumbled across it in the passing as I'm going to the bank. You know what? We take the information down. So I took the information down from Clarify at a conference held in one of the buildings that's a part of CHOP. So I went to one of their conferences, consistent with it. So now I'm rating a score of 640 and above to be enrolled in their program. If you don't have a 640 and above, I suggest you to start working on your credit. And if you don't know how to work on your credit, they also have counselors there that will assist you on working on your credit. So now, I'm consistent. My score is at a 720 now. Only thing now is I still was part-time. So I knew what kind of house I wanted and I knew how much house I wanted. So I needed to become full-time. So full-time still wasn't there yet. So I'm still working, still attending these classes, still learning about money management, money education, everything that you can actually utilize for the economy. That's what was being taught with Clarify. So I'm attending their classes or whatever like that. So now, then I become full-time. Now I have the money and now I have the credit to move forward to purchasing my home. So now I had submitted my application through American, I got my loan for American Heritage. I submitted my application as a pre-approval. So when I have that pre-approval doesn't necessarily mean that you're always in the door to be approved for your loan. It's a process in order to be approved for your actual loan. So now I'm pre-approved or whatever. So now I was assigned to a real estate agent. That's all through American Heritage as well. That was a good thing. My real estate agent from American Heritage, the loan offices, everything works in my behalf. Everything was through American Heritage. So now they asking me for like different paperwork and different things like that. So now they checking out your credit score with the fine-tooth comb. They got your social security number and things like that. So now they checking out your paperwork to make sure everything adds up, making sure that you actually have the funds to purchase their first home. So now, say, looking at my money, my funding, and where I'm gonna get this money from, and different things like that. So then they breaking everything with a fine tooth comb. So now I have not a delinquent on my account, but I have still a positive inquiry on there, which you can have. But the only thing now, in order to get approved for the actual loan, the underwriter now is letting the loan officer let you know that you now have to write a letter to accommodate what's going on with that positive inquiry on your credit score in order for you to get the full approval for your loan. So, but the good thing about that is the loan officers, they'll help you and they'll help you word what you need to word to give it to the underwriter in order for you to get approved for that loan, because that's really important.
Okay.
And not only that, as you give them the paperwork, writing that letter and things like that, remember that time is ticking. There's a time frame for you to actually get the paperwork in. Whenever they ask you for different things, there's a time period on it, because their pre-approval letter also expires as well. So now time is ticking, whatever. They ask me for different things. They ask me for this letter. They ask me for different things from the IRS. They might ask you for different things 2 to 3 times, but you have to be on top of it, because if not, you don't want to come across that deadline, then you have to do the whole pre-approval all over again. So now I'm giving everything that they need. I'm doing the pre-approval. And also, as far as like where I'm getting my funding from, I need a letter from them where I was getting my funding from through Clarify. So I was gave all my information, and finally, once I gave them everything that was requested, I finally got approved for my loan. So now I'm out searching for my home, different things like that. And searching for the home, that actually could be a difficult part, because you want to live in a certain place, you want a certain amount of house, you want your house to be renovated, as most of us do. We really don't want to put in the work when we first move into our home, which is understandable.
Want to be comfortable. You want to be comfortable.
Exactly. So I look
not to cut you off, because I want people to understand, like, because I want you, don't forget what you're about to say. I want the people to understand. She had to take a whole course. It was a maze for her. It was a roadblock. My thing is, we are at the age now, we can't play around
at all.
You have to really focus. It needs to really work the way you want it, or you want to actually get where you need to be at. Nobody say you never fail. It's the point of you just got to keep focusing and move forward. The worst is not trying at all. She didn't let nothing roadblock her. She didn't let nothing stop her. She said, I want to move. I want a better situation. I want to prove myself that I can do better, because at the end of the day, it's not about me no more. I have a young daughter at home that needs to have somewhere to live in. What happens nowadays, we so focused on paying these bills, doing this and doing that, and we might not be in a good situation, but don't thinking about, when I go, is my daughter or my son going to be okay to take care of this? Exactly. Or my kids is going to be take care of this? Because we don't take the time out to teach our kids what responsibility is. Or we don't actually take the time out and talk to kids, like going through a will or going through, like, listen, when stuff go wrong and something happened to me, because we never want to have that talk with our kids, which you need to. That this house is like, I need y'all to be on top of y'all stuff when the time comes. Show them the way. And I feel like we got beautiful people out here that's really showing their kids the right way, but a lot of us is not doing it. So I felt like I need to jump on and say that part, because that's where the confusion is at. My thing is, stop letting yourself get beat up. You got to keep picking yourself up. You got to keep focusing. You got to keep trying to do what you got to do. And you just got to make things right. Because at the end of the day, if you sit here miserable and going through the motions, you're never going to get nowhere. She's telling you that people actually help her. She just got to step up. They can't help you all the way. They can't hold your hand. That means you got to step up. They pushed you out there. You got to push more to try to get what you need. Now, back to again, didn't mean to interrupt, because I wanted you to finish the story. But I wanted to get into it. But one question I wanted to ask.
Go ahead.
When you went through this whole process, how long it took you?
It took 6 months
to get your loan.
Actually it didn't take long to get my loan because of my credit score. And not only that, people got to understand is that you don't have to pay off. They want you to pay down. They want you to pay down
Gotcha.
whatever's on your credit. They don't want you to pay off, pay down, just to make sure it looks like you're consistent in paying your bills on time. They don't
On
want to
top of
see
the
any
situation.
negative,
Gotcha.
right? They don't want to see anything negative on your credit report, but they don't want to see no delinquencies. And if it's a delinquency on there, the underwriter wants you to write a letter on why is that for them to give you the extra approval. And again, you're fighting against time because there's a time frame on your loan, on their pre-approval loan. So if you don't meet that time frame with everything that they're asking you, because like I said again, they might ask you for the same paperwork 2 to 3 times, and you might get a little frustrated, because I was too. But you know, you gotta think about the bigger picture, and that's what I did. I'm like, look, we no longer living in the hood. We live in a better place. We're more comfortable, and it's actually more affordable as well. You figure,
And like you said, this is the part people don't get. Nobody wants to be bougie. Nobody's saying they gonna forget what it came. It's not the point.
right.
You want better. Everybody in this world that comes out their mom womb, you want. But people don't think like that.
Absolutely.
Nobody's judging, nobody's throwing shade. When I hear that, I'm like, she wants to do better. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Now again, don't get it wrong. People that get their alter egos and they start bugging, you know, they want to be extra, but that with you. There's many times that me and you had beautiful conversations about stuff. Mind you, let people know this is one of my people can understand. It's one of my coworkers, and she came to me and say, "Listen, I want to be on your platform." I say, "What's up? Let's make this happen."
Right.
My thing is, at the end of the day, she wants to share with y'all because she feel like she accomplished something, and she's trying to let y'all, as the world, know, as the people, whoever's watching, who's sharing, that you can do it. You just got to believe in yourself and know that you can do it. That's it. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. You just got to believe and have major support. And she had major support by talking instead of being scared. I don't know if I want to talk to them. And no, you got to try. If you don't try, how you going to know what to fix?
Absolutely.
So go ahead. Get into your story. I apologize. Get into your story. Go ahead.
That's fine. No, that's fine. And then on top of that, please stay consistent. I know that we live in this time and age where we come through obstacles. We face brick walls. I have too, so I get that. But my thing is, if you stay consistent, if you have an excellent support system, which I had through the council, the clarify the council people, and also like my family, I made it through to the top. And also the bigger picture was my daughter. I knew once I purchased that home that we was going to be great. Not good, but we was going to be great. And also wanted to show her another way forward. You don't have to. We're not taking on generational curses. We want to break those generational curses. And that's what it's all about as well. It's not thinking that you're better than the next. It's about breaking them generational curses. That's what people don't get. Break those curses and show that your kids is more than just debt. It's generational wealth out here. Why not get into that generational wealth? And that's what I did. Let me purchase my first home, showed my daughter that it can actually be done. So I went through the process. She seen me do it, sign those papers, you know, and it got done through my consistency. It has gotten done.
Right. And that's what you gotta do. Like people don't, I hear you. People don't understand because it's like, you know, everybody's not street smart, book smart, but it don't hurt to ask. Nobody gonna say you. I mean, you got friends that might, they don't have the patience. You know who your friends are that got
right.
You know what I'm saying, and I feel like I told everybody again, I hate to throw it out here on your platform at this moment because it's about you. People don't.
That's fine.
COVID could have made you a better person, and it show you who to want to be with or who's really in your corner. Shows you a lot. Again, you go through the process or all this through the COVID. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You probably did this before the COVID came into effect. You know what I'm saying? But we're at a time that we're people that's being depressed, people are stressed out, people don't know what to do, they don't know what to move. Like I say, a lot of people lost their jobs. You know what I'm saying? People lost their jobs. And it's real out here. Like, you know what I mean? And we gotta start focusing. We gotta try to put money into something that's gonna benefit us. We gotta look at it's a lot of things that we gotta try to look into than just sitting at home watching drama watching every episode on TV that you can't, like, come on, we got to do better. At the end of the day, you can sit here and watch TV all, yell at your kids. Why we got to yell at your kids when you can show your kids to do something better? And show them how to improve themselves. Sometimes kids just want attention. You know what I'm saying? But you're not giving them attention. They stuck with games. They stuck being at their girlfriend's house and not being home. And you're not showing them the right way. I get it. Everybody works. Everybody works. Everybody see. But where is your goal at when you work so hard?
Exactly. That's what I don't want to. I just don't want to work to pay bills. So now
I get it. I get it.
So now I submitted all my paperwork, everything that was needed. The letter for the underwriter, my pay stubs, my W-2s, whatever was needed. Even a letter from Clarify stating that they're going to give me the $4,000, because what Clarify does, when you go through their program, they match you up to $4,000. Only thing you have to do is save $2,000 in the course of the 6 months. So basically now I have $6,000 or whatever. But although they tell you to save $2,000 up to save $2,000, I suggest people to save more than that, because when you go out house shopping, some of these houses don't come with certain appliances. You might need to get there right away. So that's what I had to do as well. My house didn't come with the refrigerator and certain things, so I had to buy those out of pocket. So now, as I'm house shopping or whatever, you have to keep in mind, a lot of these sellers don't have, a lot of these houses are not renovated, and a lot of these sellers don't have the money to upgrade the houses. A lot of these sellers are house poor. And house poor, what you see, you're looking at like, okay, well, this house is 150 something to pick the equity to pick back in the home to upgrade it. And so that's what basically happened to me with a lot of the houses. A lot of the houses, a lot of the sellers were cash poor. They didn't have the money to renovate the houses. So those are I checked the houses out. No, that's not for me. I don't want to put no money into no house right now. And then I'm going to basically move in newly renovated and comfortable. So now as I'm looking for the house, I then looked at 12 different houses, 12 different properties all over the counties or whatever. So finally, the house that I'm in now, when I first seen it, it wasn't renovated. But when I went back on, if I seen the house, I went back on, I'm like, oh man, I'm tired of looking. So when I went back on, I said, oh, they renovated this house. This is the one for me. Like, you don't know when that house is actually for you. It was 2 houses on the same block that was for sale. But I seen this one, I said, oh, this is for me. Even though I seen this house previous, I'm like, oh, this house is for me. So I went back online, we went back, I said, oh yeah, this is the house right here. So now, of course, you got to sign on papers quickly because them houses.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
When you knew about that house, how you felt? What
I
was the
felt
energy
great.
that was around you?
I felt great. I knew, like, it's just you, like, you put your hand on the house, like, God, that's for me. And the process going to run so smooth, that's how you know the house is for you. And that's how I knew that the house was for me, because the process went so smooth. And not to mention, my realtor was awesome. Some realtors is not going to, during the process of me signing off, of me getting the house off the market, basically, I had to pay, I think, like a few hundred down to get the house off the market. Fine. The best thing about our realtor was I had came across somebody, they were saying that their realtor didn't let them know about a fixed rate and an adjustable rate. That's very important for folks to know. Fixed is when your mortgage payment will stay the same. It won't constantly go up every year or every quarter. That's the difference. An adjustable rate is when your mortgage rate can go up so high to where though you can no longer afford that mortgage. So that's very important for folks to know. Fixed rate and adjustable.
So not to cut you off, I'm sorry to all the people out here that's not playing their part as a little teller. Can you tell them what's the person's name that actually worked with you to help you out? Maybe you can give them information. Maybe if they look for somebody that can actually talk.
Wait, I'm gonna have to get. Hold on. Let me. I can't remember his name off the top. Let me look back on my email real fast. Hold on. Because he worked with American Heritage as well.
If not, guess what? The smoothest thing you can do though You ain't gotta do that when you got time. When you get time on the podcast after everything's over, just go under the bottom and below and just put it in there, and they'll figure it out. You just tell them, listen, this is the realtor.
I got it. His name is Mr. Martin, and I also have his. Oh, his name is Mr. Tom Martin, and I also have his email and also his contact number as well. Yeah, his name is Mr. Tom Martin. Mr. Tom Martin was excellent.
So later on today, she will definitely put all the information up there. She'll comment below, put the information up there for y'all if y'all actually looking for somebody. You know what I mean? That's gonna be in your corner and halfway. Look, she telling you something. She's giving you information. She's sharing. That's the main thing that we have a problem in Philly and everywhere we go. Nobody never wants to share information, and I think that's being selfish. It's not
One thing about me, I love to educate, because it makes me, if I could teach a person from what I learned, that makes me happy. So they can move on to teach another individual. That's how we all get the win out here. Actually, if I'm teaching you and you're just one person, if I'm teaching you and you're learning from me, that's exactly how we get to win out here. But again, Mr. Tom Martin, he was excellent. And stay like the houses that he may show you may not be the ones that you might be interested in. So what you do is go online and look at houses and show him them houses, email them to him so he can see exactly what you're interested in, what your house look like, what the value you want, and different things like that. And he will accommodate that. That's why I love him so much. Like, he supported me the whole entire time. Like I said again, I know a young lady that bought a house a while back, and she said that her realtor did not let her know about the fixed rate and adjustable. That's very important for us to know, because if your rate is not fixed, your mortgage rate can make your mortgage become unaffordable to your income, and then you no longer have that dream home. So right off the top, Mr. Martin said, no, you're getting a fixed mortgage right off the top. So my rate is safe unless I refinance and get it cheap. Although my mortgage rate was already cheap anyway. It was already low. So he was, for him to do that for me, he was excellent. He was basically by my side the whole entire time. And actually, until to this day here, I can email him or call him about anything. I always say, I don't mean to bother you, but he says to me, Joe, it's never a bother. And that's what you need. You still need that ongoing support sometimes. And my realtor is very excellent.
Well, I know why. And the thing is, people don't understand, right? Like I say again, before you got on here, I make this platform. I'm not here to help you network. You're helping me to network, and I'm helping you to network. We helping each other.
Right.
But you, the person to push it, right? Why I got that man respect, and I don't even know him. I might know him. I might just never know who he was. But at the end of the day, the major thing he did was he's not denying his customer. Because if he denies his customer, he gets bad interviews when other people saying, I don't like him, he didn't really help. No, he's smart. I help you because I'm really for the people. And if I share this with you, with other, and I'll get more businesses coming in than being nasty, being mean, and it's all about money. Don't get me wrong, everybody want to make money, but you don't want to be greedy. When you become greedy and you're really you're not giving me your right services to help me, you got a problem. Problem is I'm wasting my time. Nobody want to be wasting time. You want somebody, like you said, you reach out to him. He said, no, I got you. Because he know you're going to help him bring businesses right now. Like right now, you're helping him marketing. And you're helping yourself market by saying, listen, I'm here to help anybody that don't understand something. You never know. You might want to get into it. You never know. You know what I mean? But this platform is for that. Stop being scared, people. Y'all being scared about nothing. Get on here and come at y'all with crazy interviews. Like, oh, I got to know your baby mama. I'm all about the business. I'm all happy that you motivate yourself and got where you need to be at. This podcast is not about that. Watch whatever's on TV, that's fine. I'm on a whole different bracket. Podcast, I'm hoping down the line somebody can see it and say, hey, I see what you're doing. It's amazing. I want to sponsor you. See something going good. This is what I'm trying to do. It might take me 5 to 6 years, but I'm going to keep on doing it because I love talking to y'all as the people and try to help y'all out the best I can. It's all about networking. That's it.
Right.
Y'all get
Absolutely, it
scared.
is.
And again, if y'all feel like, oh my God, my hair ain't done. Oh, I ain't listen, you can blank the screen out. I don't need you to be on here like that. All you gotta do is talk. You can blank the screen,
Right.
get on and talk to the thing. At least they know it's somebody there that's real than there's somebody fake. Now,
Right,
again, if you're
absolutely.
talking about selling products, you can see your face. If you're trying to give out information, you can do all that. You can just blank the screen out. But if you gotta sell products
Right.
and you want people to know who you are, well, get yourself to see how she did. She got dressed, and she didn't have to do extra. It ain't that type of time. Today, I could have been in a hoodie and did an interview, but I felt like this is a special moment because me and this person have been talking about almost a month and a half about the matter of fact, this is longer than that. This has been almost like maybe 6 months. I've been talking about my podcast. I'm gonna get her on here. We're gonna get it in. We're gonna make it official. And I finally got her on here. So I said, I gotta put a tie on, a little handkerchief, jacket. I don't get dressed up for everybody. I don't do all that. But I said today feels special because it took a minute for me to do an interview. Like I said, I interview a DJ. I interviewed 2 people about their books. I interview a soca artist. I interviewed somebody that did beats. And now I'm interviewing somebody that actually got their own house and they're a home owner. Come on. It don't get no better than that. My interviews is for everybody.
Right.
That's just real rap.
That's right.
No lie. I got somebody, and it's crazy. I just got somebody, no lie, and I ain't trying to pipe it up. I had somebody actually inbox me and say, is there a way I can get on to actually talk about the prison system?
Okay.
And just talk about what's going on with our young men or what's going on in the system when people are locked up. And I'm like, oh, okay. If you want to do that, that's fine. My platform is for that. Like, I'm not playing no game. I'm not talking. And she could tell you, people just talk. I'm not here to talk. I'm here to try the way I can. And I'm not getting no money out of this. This is
right.
profit on me. I'll pull money out of my pocket to keep this podcast thing going. And I love it because I get to talk to beautiful people that's actually trying to do better for themselves. That's it. It's not hard.
Right.
Right. You know what I mean? She got on here. She expressed some stuff that makes so much sense. Her goal is to make sure her daughter is okay. We got a lot of people out of here. Parents are dying left and right and don't have nothing to be left with. They don't have nowhere to live.
Right.
Nothing. You know what I mean? And this real reality. We got kids out here on the street, homeless, because they have nowhere to go because we don't think ahead of what could happen. We thinking nothing's going to ever happen.
Absolutely.
You don't know that.
Right.
I love it. I'm proud of you. I'm going to just tell you that. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you I'm proud
Thank
of you.
you.
So. But keep going.
So, okay. So now I found the house that I wanted and I knew it was mine. I knew it was a home for us, for the family or whatever. So now the house off the market or whatever. So we did it. So we did the the walkthrough, when they check out the house, make sure everything is okay, everything is up to par. So they did all of that. So now moving forward, we had a settlement date. So like I said, everything, all your I's has to be dotted, T's has to be crossed. Like I said, again, my realtor was excellent, Mr. Martin. He made sure everything was sufficient for me. So before I was able to move forward, and that's what he did. So now, the even more blessed part was I didn't have to bring any money to the table. When I went to closing, I didn't have to bring any money to the table. Everything basically was was upfront. And not only that, the even bigger blessing was the seller gave me $7,500 towards my closing costs. That was a blessing in disguise. I did not know that they was going to do that, but that's what they did. And that's how my seller, they wasn't house poor. That's another thing. When they renovated the home, and they also gave me $7,500. So that's how they wasn't house poor. So that's a blessing. If you're able to be blessed with a seller that's not house poor, that's a plus. I mean, don't go looking for that because you might not find it. I wasn't looking for that, but that's just a blessing that God gave me, a seller.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm loving your friends and your family. They are mainly supporting you right now They up here telling you, I love you, I'm proud of you. And that's what we need
Oh,
as
man.
we don't have that no more. We got family members are breaking up, people not getting along, people not there for it. And I love it. I love this energy, right? Like I'm an emotional person. I'm an emotional being. Don't get me wrong, I
Right.
get
So
gangster
am I.
here and there. I really
Right.
love when family together and be there in each other's corner. And like I said, now I'm gonna ask you, because maybe people never ask you this. I'm gonna ask you three things, right?
I'm
What
listening.
was the three things in that house that had you about to almost tear up? What was the three major things in that house that had you like, yes, this is the house? Like, you know, some people probably say the wooden floor, they probably say the
Right.
bathrooms, they probably could say
I was going
what
to
really
say
hit you?
that. It
What's the
was
three
my
things?
bathroom. One thing was it was my bathroom.
Okay,
That
your
was one.
bathroom.
And then
Okay.
two, I have an additional bedroom that's my work room. That's my work room.
Got you.
So that's the second
Got you.
thing. And then I wanted to say just the house itself for the third thing. I just believe the whole environment where I live at now. We can actually just sit on a step and be safe and be comfortable. Then to top it off,
Relax.
yes,
But you see what I'm saying? But that's my thing. This is why I don't get my energy is not to get in your personal business.
that's fine.
My energy, I want to lift you. And what I mean by that is, come on, you like a big kid. You got a house, and it was right for you.
Right.
You don't like that's a man ask. People don't ask that. They're like, oh, I'm so happy for you. That's nice. No, like, yo, what? Like, I wanna have that experience with you. What did you see that you like? What was the major thing that made you be like, oh, because you know, it's almost like watching TV when they be like, oh my God, the bedroom. No, this is the first time I ever heard somebody,
But
right? They could have said house. You said, I can sit outside and have peace of mind.
absolutely. And I feel so comfortable inviting my family and friends over. I mean, when they come over here, they know that they're safe. They know that it's inviting. They know they're going to be comfortable here. And then not only that, too, I have this beautiful bay window. Oh, my God. I love it. It just brings out the whole decor and everything. I love it. And also, more importantly,
I asked for
we live in a diverse.
I asked for three things. I asked for three things, and she threw me a bonus in the window, but she had to throw the window out there, like, yeah, window.
Listen, I had to listen, but one more thing though, like we live in a diverse community, which I love. Is a blessing to see that we can live amongst people that's just not a part of our culture. You know, so that's a blessing. We can sit around. Like my neighbors, they cool too. They cool. Especially like when COVID hit, they was like, one of my neighbors was like, if you need anything, let me know. We got you. You know what I mean? So that was a blessing. So that was a real blessing to have too, all the way to.
I ain't mad at that because that's a major thing people don't understand. It comes down to a lot of things. Is the house going to be nice, right? Is the house going to be nice?
Right.
People are going to be nice. Is my neighbors going to be weird? The school that I got to take my daughter is going to be okay. These are things you think about. If I didn't drive it, how could I get to work? Do I have transportation to get to work? Do I have to catch up every day? These are things you got to think about.
Yeah.
And so, and everything rush into things and don't have a game plan. You got to have a game plan.
And that's the important thing I did stress to my relatives that because my daughter still was in school, that she has to be able to get to work, and I don't want to have to it take her so long to get back and forth, and it didn't. So basically everything accommodated both of us. So basically the area was, plus like I said, the diversity in the area is nice. We comfortable here. It's inviting. My neighbors is cool. You know, so everything was major. Everything that I need. That's how I knew that Dallas was for me, because everything was falling into place. So that's how I knew that it was for me. When things fall into place like that, that's how you know it's for you. Wasn't no blockage on that and anything.
You're not supposed to sit there and doubt yourself. Right?
Exactly.
God's there.
Exactly. God.
Listen, this is how I feel, and I could be wrong. When I ask you about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not completely 100% spiritual, but I'm spiritual enough to say stuff. I'm not the type of person like God, I don't do all. I give you I give you the church way. Now, my thing is, when you were standing there, when you walked through that house and you felt warm and fuzzy, because everybody feels warm and fuzzy when they're happy about something, right? Touching your shoulder and saying, you did it.
Listen,
This is what
I was crying, and I actually have a picture. Like, I took a picture in the bathroom, and I was like, this is my house right here. This is me. And ever since that day, like, this me. This is my house right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, so to me, it's
bro.
like, what I'm doing is open up with right. So what I'm doing is now, with your assistance, open up a platform. I'm quite sure folks might have more questions they might need to ask, and they're always able to contact me through email or through social media, because I'm quite sure it's more questions. And that's the part of being consistent. That's why I went to those classes, so I could understand more about the home ownership process, also their funding, because I know as parents or whatever, especially if you're doing everything on your own, that you're trying to figure out where I'm going to get this additional money from to purchase this home, because I still have to pay this rent over here. I still have to take care of these bills. I still have to take care of these children. I still have to buy food. So folks are trying to figure out, where can I get the assistance from? And don't get me wrong, the money might not be here right now because of COVID. Everybody know COVID hit everyone hard. But this is the program I went to is a nonprofit. So they run a little bit differently. But still, if they don't have, when you reach out to them and if they don't have the money, me personally, I suggest you to still stick with it, because you can learn a lot. So when it's your time to come, you will be able to get that financial assistance that you need. So stick with it.
And this is the beautiful thing about the podcast, right? Every day is a learning process for me every day. Right. Every day I get better and better, and right? And
right.
She could tell you I go to work every day encouraging people to get on my podcast.
Right.
To give a plan, whatever the case may be. I just want to help people. I see so many people that don't want to help people. I see people that don't want to share or help to move forward. I don't want to do that. I don't want to leave this world and not be that guy. I want to be that guy.
Right.
Like me and I have to bring it up. Like me and my mom, like rest in peace, my mom. She told me I got a gift. My gift is sometimes I encourage people. My gift sometimes is to talk to people. My gift is sometimes to be in people's corner without me even have to put money. It could just be my words or just the way I talk to you or just make you feel good. And at the end of the day, that's what I want to bring to the table. I mean, so to me, the beautiful thing is if you can't, because I know sometimes on my end, and one of the reasons why I'm saying this, because on my end, sometimes you might sound like you're breaking up, but maybe you're not sounding like you're breaking up when we be on Facebook Live, when you watch it all the way around. But if people don't understand what's going on, she would definitely take the time out, go under the bottom, comment below, give you all the information.
Absolutely.
So she's gonna still share how to get to her, but if you don't understand of it, she's gonna comment below. And that's the movement I'm trying to move forward, because I really want people to get this information. I really want people to come to her, and actually she could be an entrepreneur and help people out where people don't understand things, because people get frustrated. People don't have no patience.
Absolutely.
Oh, I give up. No, you can't be like that. You got to be patient. And like you say, how that guy, he was patient with you.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Because he out at the end of the day. God works in mysterious ways,
yes,
man.
He does. Yes, he does. And then
it's a blessing.
Not only that, with Clarify, they also have like counselors there. Through my journey, they called me. The young lady called me once a month. We didn't really meet up, but some counselors, they do meet up with their peers or whatever. So with their clients. But she called me once a month. And they also help you with building a budget. Because a lot of times we're purchasing a home, you have to cut out certain things because you want to be able to save money and not spend miscellaneous money. So they want to teach you how to, build a budget so you're able to save money.
Hardest thing.
So the more that you, because I feel like if you really want to purchase that property, if that's something that you really want, mind, body, and soul, like I could see myself going forward into their home, you're going to learn how to save. You're going to want to save. You're going to want to. So that's what happened with me. They was teaching me how to budget my money. It was teaching me how to save. miscellaneous things that you don't need. Like I cook a lot, so that saved me a lot of money as well. So start cooking more, and you will spend less money on things that you know don't need on the outside. So that's very important. Start cooking more,
right?
then you
Right.
will save money. So you
So
know,
that
having
means
a
stop going
counselor.
to fast food places. Stop going out to fast
Exactly.
food places.
Exactly.
Cheese, McDonald's, Roy Rogers. I don't even know anybody go to Roy Rogers no more. Newcastle, KFC, Popeyes. I'm
Right.
sorry, I was getting a little hungry. I had to
No,
throw the
it's cool.
shot
I mean, it's
out
okay.
to the people.
Listen, it's okay, and it's okay
Because
to
bro,
treat yourself.
reality, you can get food here and there, but you don't have
Right.
to do it every day. You know, if you
Exactly.
sit back and watch how much you spend every day on money when you can actually go to the supermarket and spend less,
Right.
that's because a lot of people don't know how to. So you better stop playing and start learning how to cook. You better start watching these TV shows or something and learn how to cook. Because now you're spending too much money and you're wasting money.
Absolutely.
And you're trying to figure out
Absolutely.
your cell phone, why you can't pay your electric bill, why you can't pay your light
Right.
bill, why you can't pay the cable bill. Because at the end of the day, you're doing too much.
Right.
I'm just sorry, I apologize.
No, it's the truth. So they'll teach you that program there will teach you a lot, even if the money is not there right now, but they'll teach you a lot and they'll definitely work with you. And even if you feel like you need to come to me for any type of assistance, I'm more than willing to help educate anyone on how to get to that next level. I know that it can be hard, or you can't reach their counselor. Listen, one thing about me, I'm always reachable through social media or through my email. I'm always reachable. And those that have my cell phone, they're always able to text me, call. I'm reachable. I want to be able to educate and also help a person get to the next level of their life, their journey, like I did. It's not hard to do, but it's consistency. Again, like I said, being a single person, you're doing everything solely on your own. You know, you trying to figure out how you trying to get that money to able to put down on the house. Like you might be a few $1,000s short, but here's clarified. That's where they come in. It's all about the saving and balancing of your checkbook, of your money. So if you want to get to that next level, that's what you need to do. Start balancing, start focusing on your credit score, the different things like, and it'll help you. And I feel like, again, your credit score should be about a 720 and above to get a real good interest rate. A real good interest rate. So that's what I believe. That's what you should want to have, a 720 and above to get a good interest rate. And so remember, the more you put down, the cheaper your mortgage was going to be. So you don't want to put just a few bucks on your mortgage. No, I'm gonna just say I put down almost 15,000 on my home, so my mortgage could be cheaper than what I probably would have put, than what it probably would have been if I wouldn't have to put that amount down. Because I know my home that I lived previously, their rent was like $1,000, which didn't make sense. I'm paying $1,000 for a rental property with over so many stipulations. You can't do this, you can't do that. I'm not living like that. I'm not living like this. So why not get yourself right together and, you know, start budgeting, start working on that credit, get rid of those delinquencies. And another thing they'll tell you, go ahead.
And again, I'm going to say this because I'm going to speak highly. I'm going to speak highly for you because I need people to understand. Whoever's watching, if you know a friend, tell a friend, share this information, share it, stop BSing, share it. You never know if it's going to help. Even if it don't help you, it can help somebody else. This person is taking the time out to be patient with you and give you information. Please do not come with the chaos. Please don't come with the drama. If you're not really a business person and you're really not about your business, don't waste her time. If you really want to get a house,
right, exactly,
be in a better situation. See, because I'm cool with the how we always say on the Real Vibes podcast with Nino Brown and Lady Ray. We love the hate mail. You can text me the hate mail if you're in your feelings, you feel some type of way. But I'm just saying, don't waste her time because she didn't. She came out to give y'all some good information, share her story, and share what she's trying to do to move forward. She wants to help people. Are you ready to be helped? That's the major key. Are you ready to be helped? Are you tired of crying?
Right.
Upset. You're tired of looking at the four walls. You're tired of sitting at the table trying to figure out how you're going to pay this bill, that bill, that bill. Are you tired of the house falling apart and it's not the way you want the house to be? You want to be somewhere different. I'm going to do now. I got a whole wifey at home.
Right.
Better. She wants to move forward. And yes, I got a lot going on my plate, but I get it. If somebody wants to help, Let them help you. Don't get snappy
Right.
because whatever. Come on, we're grown adults. Nobody's no kid no more.
Right.
Want things to go right,
Right.
to be better. You want things to be better for you and better for your family. Ain't no time to play around. It's time to be serious. So I just wanted to throw that out for you, so it won't be
Right.
like, oh, I did it. I did it. I
No,
did it.
that's cool.
So yeah,
No, that's good. And
because at the end of the day,
another
she's a good
thing that's
person
really
with a
important,
good
please
heart.
get away from. Thank you.
What you about to
And
say?
another thing I want to stress to
You about to say
people,
something. Go ahead. What you about to say?
I want to piggyback off of what you said. Please get away from the naysayers, because they're not going to help you elevate to the next level. They're going to throw in their woulda, shoulda, coulda, but my mindset's so strong, I get you out of there. Point blank, period. I know what I want to do. I don't have nothing to do with what you don't want to do, but I know what I want to do. So I'm going to move forward and go through that process and get their home. And that's what I did. I stuck with it for them 6 months. I put their money in there. I started budgeting. I started
Man.
going out less, cooking more. And I'm here today to share my story, also to help counsel people. Like I said, I know it get rough. I know it do. You know, we all have a lot on our paper. We got these children, we got these bills, we got these jobs, we got all kinds of things. But don't let that get in your way of productivity and your process of success. Just don't do it. I'm telling you, move forward with it. If I can be any help to you, please feel free to email me. And my email is Scere, SCERE 32@gmail.com. You also can contact me on my social media posts, Tell them something Joe. And also on Instagram, I'm also on there as Dreams to Reality _39. And let me also give you my realtor number if you're interested. Like I said, Mr. Tom Martin, he's excellent. I can call him to this day. He'll still know who I am. Any questions I need. I had something come in the mail about a few months ago about trash. I'm like, about some type of bill that I had nothing to do with me. It's before I came. He got on it, pulled up the information, sent it to me. I sent it to the right people. My realtor was excellent. So if you get a realtor like that, you bomb. So I'm gonna give you his information as well.
You know what?
If you interested,
And
I'm
you know
listening.
what? I didn't get a chance to tell people. I didn't get a chance to tell you people, look, she did an amazing job today. You want to know why? Because before I talked to her, see, this is the thing. We don't plan this out. I like to just be freestyle and let us be real. Instead of being like it has
Right.
to be set up like I'm gonna ask. No, I wanted to be real. I
Right.
didn't get a chance to applaud you because you did an amazing job. And people don't understand like what I mean
Thank
by
you.
she did an amazing job. That we gotta applaud you. We gotta definitely applaud you. We definitely gotta applaud you because at the end of the day, you did a great job. A lot of people don't know how to
Because I was nervous. Thank you.
because at the end of the day, before she got on this show, she was nervous as hell. She was like,
Mhm.
what kind of questions you gonna? I'm like, relax.
Yeah, I was nervous.
It's almost like us talking in the hall.
Yeah.
Just imagine nobody's around us and it's just me and you. My next move down the line, when I do move and I get a bigger space and a bigger location, is actually having people come in.
Okay.
Then bring it to the pot, bring it to the live. Because I want to do something different. So every podcast is going to be different. It's going to be better. It's going to be more better effects. People don't know that I do editing effects. I do flyers, cartoons. I do images. I do business cards. I do logos. I'm all over the place. So I keep myself busy.
Oh yeah, I get with you too about that.
So at the
My
end,
business card is coming next because
there you go.
go ahead.
And no, it's not to control, but that's good. Like people need to know these
Uh,
things. That's why I say anybody, this is for anybody who wants to do an interview with Boy. If you ever want to do an interview with King H Boog, knowing to be ready for all your information. That means ready to tell everybody like your Instagram, your Facebook, your Yahoo, I don't know what kind of Gmail, whatever mail you got going on, you be ready to give it out because the only way they're gonna know who you are, they gotta know your information. If you can't really give it at the moment, when the podcast is you go under the bottom, comment below under the bottom, and just say, "Hey, this is such and such, such the guest that was on the Real Vibes podcast interviews," and then from there you give all the information out, and then guess what? This is going to get tagged.
Right.
So off of here, I'm gonna tag people. I'm gonna share it to groups. You know what I'm saying? She gonna share it to people, tag it to people,
Right.
and that's how you network. Don't
Right.
depend on me to do it on. When I tag it to you, you gotta tag it to other
Right.
people.
Right.
How people gonna podcast if you ain't tagging it? You waiting on me to
Right.
get? I mean, you might got people too. So if you combine them all together, it's for better the podcast. And then people be
Right.
like, oh, okay, yo, I really want to get on there. How can I get on them? You inbox me. And you know,
Right.
everybody else has been doing inbox me. Inbox
Absolutely.
me. Now, if it sounds good, I'm liking the energy, then I give
Right.
you my phone number. You call. Then we'll talk
Right.
about it. And then guess
Right.
it up and you get on here. Like I said, I'm trying to give out an amazing platform. And like I say, I definitely appreciate you actually taking the encouragement to get on this podcast and felt you was going in. I was like, okay, it don't scare this going on. Why she just I said, okay, all right. But that's good because it teaches you down the line. If you do go to a bigger platform, you ready because you got your interview with me and you ready
Right.
for these what they're going to ask you all these crazy questions. I didn't even ask you
Right.
nothing crazy. It's something simple and to the point that
I
people
know.
and view it and love it and share it. Like I say, all your family members has been on the board today. They've been excellent, absolute. I love her. She's smart. She's intelligent. And that's the whole point, to show that you're not playing games. You're trying to step your levels up to actually be there for the people. I love it.
Absolutely. Now one more thing. Well, YouTube, my YouTube channel will be coming soon as well. It'll be under Dreams to Reality. So be on the lookout for that. And again, my realtor name is Tom Martin, and his email is tmartin8ahfr.com. And his contact number is 267-496-0976. And again, if you didn't get that email, it's tmartin@ahfr.com. Like I said, again, my realtor is the bomb. He stuck with me. And, I can email, call him about anything to this day. It's been almost 2 years to this day. He'll answer that email quickly and precisely with the information. If he don't know something, he'll get the information for you and email you back or call you back. He was on top of everything. So I really, really appreciate my realtor. He was awesome. So again, I'm here. If anybody have any additional questions, feel free to email me, inbox me through either one of my social media platforms. And again, my YouTube channel will be coming on, and then you will be able to see more detail of like the other video shoots I have done, to give you more information about what I did, the process, and different things like that. So if I could be any of assistance to anyone, please feel free to shoot me an email. And I'm here again.
And guess what? You never know, because I do Hidden Effects, and you never know. She might have me on board. I might do a project with her. You never know what goes on in the mix. Again, like I said, I got 3 different things open up. I got Mad Vibes Productions, and that's about Hidden Effects. Got the Real Vibes podcast with me and my team talking about situations. The interviews ones that I got going on. And then I got another podcast coming up about real talk, time to listen and talk. Listen, I got a lot going on. So you never know. She might ask me like, Bug, hey, you free? You might could come through and set up and do a little video thing for me so I can actually use it for my YouTube. You never know what's going down. You never know what I'll be doing.
And it's so amazing. It's so amazing because I didn't know that. I didn't know exactly. I just knew that it was the podcast supposed to be done on a Sunday, but it was never set in stone. So when you called me the other day, you was like, "We gonna do it on Saturday at 12." To me, that was a blessing in disguise because I didn't know. It was nothing wasn't set in stone. So for me, that was like.
That's because people don't understand. I don't stay home. I work. When all this COVID went down, I still work at a hospital. Me and her both work at a hospital. I gotta still go to work. I still gotta get these bills paid. I can't play around like that. So it was hard for me because I've been doing overtime. I've been tired. I've been looking like a zombie. It'd be hard trying to keep up these podcasts and trying to make sure I still have availability. Sometimes I gotta tell my team, hey, I'm not doing it that day. That I feel some type of way because I'm paying for this and I can't get a chance to talk. So sometimes I'm forcing myself. Get it? Don't get it twisted. I'm drinking Red Bull, water. You have a whole 4 bottle of water next to me. I'll be getting it in. So my thing is, I didn't want to keep prolonging her. And I got so many projects going on that I got to try to get a chance to work on. It just, when do I have the time? That's where it's crazy. I don't want to fake nobody out. When I'm home and I have time, I'm at work, like she could tell you, I was on my phone, boom, 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 boom. I sent her the flyer. She was like, wow, this whole background of her all me. I did that. Not to brag or nothing like that, but people don't know behind the scenes I do. I don't got nobody doing that for me. I did that. When by the time I did it, I talked to her like 10 minutes. I sent it back in 20 minutes. She was like, damn, that's already. I'm like, yeah, I don't play. She was like, all right, bet. Saturday? Yep, 12 o'clock. She checked on here like 3 times. So all the equipment was right. I don't have nobody here set up with me. I set up all this by myself. I don't play games. I just be tired.
Right.
But it's be worth it the day when I see her smile, everybody commenting, everybody like, yo, you're doing an amazing job. It's something different for Philly. I love it. But I represent all through the world. It's just not Philly. Anybody that wants to get on this platform, I don't care if you're from DC, New York, Africa, Jamaica, I don't care where you're from. If you want to get on here and talk about some positive stuff and what we can do to better situations or help you out on business-wise, come see me. Come holler at me. That's the platform that I bring to them. That's it. So I guess
I just want to say this.
You're gonna end this show. You're gonna end this show with the last thing you're saying. You're gonna end this show with that. Say all the things you need to say at this, and then after that, we basically done for the day. So go ahead, finish the rest of you need.
All right.
Go ahead.
I just want to say that. Okay, I just want to piggyback. I just want to say that you was definitely a blessing in disguise. Again, like I said, wasn't nothing set in stone for us like the time. It just was going to be on a Sunday, but we didn't know what Sunday, when, or anything like that. So to me, that was an open door. God letting me know, like, this is your time to shine. People are watching. Now folks gonna be calling you, and now it's time to make your next move. Whatever you want to do, it's time to make the next move to move forward. I had plans. So if God see them plans through, oh, it's about to be something major going on out here. You hear me? My own boss. That's what I'm at with that. Now, too, everybody that comment on my page, like Terry, Miss Kim, they my extended family. I love you guys. One of my day ones, Mary, my dad on there too. That's my guy right there. That's my number. He always
Pop's been on it. Pop's been saying amazing things.
That's my guy. Yes.
Shout out to Pops.
Yes, that's my guy. So that's my guy right there. And then my thing is too, you see a lot of women with color doing amazing things. You see the face, a woman of color with faces everywhere. Look out for me. I'm going to be another woman of color with the face on billboards, magazines. So look out for Tell Them Something Joe or Dare to Inspire. I'm there. And again, well, I appreciate your help, your assistance. We doing it. What Nipsey say? We doing it real big.
Real big. So I ain't mad. Yep. I want to say thank you for everybody been watching. We appreciate it. And like I said, if anybody wants to do an interview with me, you can inbox me. I want to say thank you, my young queen, for getting on here and sharing your story. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Special edition interviews, Real Vibes Podcast with your host, your boy, King H Boog. Enjoy the rest of your day. And please share and tell a friend that in the building and share this podcast. We enjoy y'all. Enjoy the rest of your night. Be safe.